want to talk about how the initial consultation process works. If you ask the majority of attorneys what the purpose of an initial consultation is, they'll likely tell you that it's a chance for you to tell your side of a story to an attorney. At Thomas Law, we view initial consultations just a little bit differently. Because we exclusively practice business law and business litigation, our cases are normally rooted in contract, either a contract that a party needs drafted or a contract that has already been drafted and there's usually some dispute. Therefore, we find that a lot of work can be done prior to the consultation that will make the consultation more effective and efficient. So, prior to the consult, we have a very tailored intake process. When you call Thomas Law or email us or chat us, you will contact our intake coordinator. And the intake coordinator will walk you through a specific process where we gather all of the pertinent contracts or documents that you have, any notes that you've taken, timelines that you've put together, or bullet point lists that you've jotted down, so that we can review that information prior to the consultation and analyze that information and develop a strategy that we can bring to the consult and share with you, something that you can implement. We can also have a better idea of how long your matter will take to conclude and how much it will cost you, because we do work on the front end prior to the consultation to evaluate your case. A key part of the intake process is 2 questions that we ask every person who calls our firm and that is interested in doing an initial consultation. The first key question is, what are your expectations? If you need a document prepared yesterday, this is the time to tell us that. If there's a specific amount of money that you feel like you're owed in a litigation dispute, that is what we want to know on the front end, because we want to tailor our consult to what your expectations are. If your expectations are something that do not align with how we view the case, that's something that we need to evaluate very early on in the case. If your expectations are in line with the outcome that we think that we could help you with, then we also want to know that on the front end. The second important question that's asked in that intake call is, what questions do you have? We want to make sure that when you leave the initial consultation, that you understand your options and that any questions that you had coming into the process are answered. Therefore, for example, if you're looking to enter into a commercial lease for your business and you have some concerns about some specific clauses in that lease, we want to know what those questions are so that we can make sure that we review those clauses in detail and come to the consult with answers to the questions that you have. Our initial consult process may be a little bit different than a lot of other attorneys. But again, as I said earlier, we feel like this is the most efficient and effective way. And the key to that is preparing and reviewing information prior to the consult so that we can come into the consult with a plan. If you're interested in having an initial consultation with Thomas Law, we'd be happy to set that up and schedule that. Please reach out to us. You can reach us at 703-957-2577. Thank you.